Hello, this is Brian Wentz of UB Fit, and today we're going to be talking about 5 glute exercises that you're doing wrong. So these are 5 exercises that are great glutes exercises. The problem is I see people doing them in the gym and they're doing it with the wrong form, not allowing themselves to get the proper glute activation that they're really trying to look for in these exercises. So the first one is going to be, and you can use this either with the hip thrust or with a glute bridge. So I'm going to show it to you right now. What the problem is with this one, when people go into a glute bridge already off the bat, and we might see this in my hip, is we might see that arch in the back, and we're trying to not have that. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to tilt the hip so that now my hand can't go through, and then we just glute bridge. Now, other problem is when we're up in this position, people tend to overdo it, and now we're getting that arch in my back again, right? So you gotta make sure, always keep that in that posterior tilt, trying to make sure that hip's up, and then you're gonna go down, make sure when you're coming down, still nice and flat, and then you're coming up. And we should feel that in the glutes, and if we feel in the back, hey, well that's a sign we wanna tilt. So I'm gonna show you that same tip used for the hip thrusts. What hip thrust is, you're gonna be here, it's just like the glute bridge, but now you're gonna have kind of elevated shoulders on the bench, and usually people have it with a bar, but either way doesn't really matter, because the problem is going to be the same. When they're coming down, they may notice that again, I fix my shirt so you kind of see that dip down in there, and we're having that overextension versus we want to be tucked in, right? So when we come up, well now we're all the way up and our hips are squeezed, we're tucked in, and then when we go down, we don't let that hip dip like that, right? We always want to kind of keep it tucked in, that posterior tilt. Otherwise, you're gonna get discomfort in the back when we're going here. Then we come up and yet again, then we get that arch in the back versus if we're here and we're tucked in, right? So always keep that hip tucked in a posterior tilt. So the second tip is for the donkey kicks. Now it's gonna be the same problem. You're gonna have that arch in that back, but it's gonna be for a different reason. What that reason is, when we're here, what a donkey kick is we're down on all fours, and then we kick up, and we kick up. Now what happens is people tend to overextend that leg and try to arch. Try to get that back, and then we see that arch in that back yet again. So the tip here is to not overextend and just come out. So people get all that with the weight in here, they can have a cable, whichever way you do it, whether it's a straight leg, don't arch the back, or whether it's a leg bent, don't arch the back, so we want to keep it nice and flat, either bent or straight, bent, straight, okay? All right, for the third exercise, it's for fire hydrants. Same idea with the donkey kicks is we don't want to overextend our range of motion, except this is going to be in a different manner. So fire hydrants, you're going to use a band like this around your knees, and you're going to be on your hands and knees again. Now the problem with this is a great exercise for the glute medius on the side of the hip, because we come out on one side and we raise it up, and then we raise it up. Now the problem being with this is a lot of people, yet again, they overextend and then they tilt that hip. And now I'm feeling that more, yet again, that lower back area, and not being able to isolate the glute medius in that motion. So just come up as best you can, and you should feel activation on the side of your glutes instead of kind of like that lower back area. All right, for the fourth exercise, it's for the RDLs. So there's 2 problems that come out of this, and it's either when we're going down, our shoulders protract and around, what I call a cat. We don't want that, we want to be up. And now the other problem is sometimes people come up too much and we arch in the back, or while we're coming up, instead of squeezing with the glutes, we're going down, and then people arch their back up, and now I just feel that in my lower back. What we want to do, yet again, squeeze shoulder blades, and then we're going down, pushing those hips back, just keeping the dumbbells or the bar a little bit in front of the legs, keep the legs straight, and then now I feel my hamstrings and my glutes stretch, and then I squeeze them coming up. Keep my back nice and straight. All right, for the last exercise, it's for crab walks. What crab walks are, you're gonna have yet another band over your knees, and you're gonna be in this position. What I see people doing is they're gonna be about shoulder width apart, down in a squat, which is good, and you're not allowing the band to push you in, you're pushing them out. But what happens is then we step in and we just go out, and we step in and we just go out. What I wanna see is when we're here, we want, if I'm gonna go to my right now, we're gonna go lead with the right and then come back to shoulder width. Lead with the right, come back to shoulder width. So now I'm not losing tension, because every time if I bring my feet together, I just lost tension. Versus if I go now to the left, if I'm going left, left, right, and always my smallest position is going to be about shoulder width. So I always have tension on that band. So those are my 5 corrections to glute exercises that I see done wrong all the time in the gym. I hope this has been very informative. I hope you guys are gonna be able to take this away to now properly activate those glutes, which are a huge core muscle and core group that people really undervalue. If you have any comments, leave that in the comment section down below. If you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe for future content coming out soon. This has been Brian Wentz of UB Fit, and I hope you have a good day.